troops to Iran. Let's just prepare for ground invasion. This is so much more of a mess. This is a far bigger mess than Iraq was. Iraq was like somewhat competent, not really, but somewhat able to be planned and had some sort of guidance ahead of time what they wanted to do.
When I started,
is this loaded yet? There it is. Expecting 2-week voyage from East Asia matches Energy Secretary Chris Wright's prediction to reopening the crucial waterway by the end of the month. Pentagon redeploying USS Tripoli, amphibious assault ship Middle East. Wait, when you click off, does YouTube's ads stop playing?
To the Middle East, it comes as more U.S. service members have died in the region. Local 10's Ross Ketchke.
We're up to like what, 10?
With the
10
very
now?
latest. Ross.
Louis, U.S. officials say this deployment will include U.S. Marines and another attack ship, all now heading towards the Middle East. And this is all coming as President Trump still has not ruled out the possibility of putting boots on the ground in this war with Iran.
That the United States is decimating the radical Iranian regime's military. In a
God, dude, he's such a fucking idiot. He's so stupid.
way the world has never seen before.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says the United States is continuing to deal critical blows to Iran as the war stretches into its 4th day. U.S. officials now say the military will deploy an additional 2,500 Marines and another attack ship to the Middle East as fighting intensifies.
We said it would not be a fair fight, and it has not been.
The news of additional troops comes as the U.S. death toll climbs to 13. All 6 service members on board a refueling flight died in a crash in Iraq yesterday. The Pentagon says the aircraft was not brought down by enemy or friendly fire, and the crash is now under investigation.
Bad things can happen. American heroes. All of them.
Meanwhile, large crowds taking to the streets of Tehran for Al-Quds Day, an annual protest against the state of Israel.
People came out today to tell the
Yeah, no matter how much the people of Iran hate their government, they hate Israel more.
enemy that we are not afraid.
Some of the crowd carrying posters of Iran's newly appointed supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei. The U.S. government is now offering up to $10 million for information on him and other Iranian leaders.
We know the new so-called not-so-supreme leader is wounded and likely disfigured.
Iran's government says more than 2,000 people have been killed since the start of the war, including more than 170 in a missile strike on an elementary school that appears to have been fired by the U.S. The Pentagon says it is investigating that attack, but Hegseth is insisting the U.S. does not target civilians.
We don't target. Iran does. We will investigate. We'll get to the truth, and we'll share it when we have it.
And meanwhile, this war is continuing to send a shockwave through the global oil market. Right now, global crude sitting at right over $100 a barrel, its highest point since 2022. And this comes,
Which is, again, our favorite time of the year. Post-COVID, prices surging, wars throughout Russia, Middle East.
as the International Energy Agency says, these 2 weeks of fighting have caused the greatest disruption to the global oil supply in world history. Live in Washington, Ross Ketchke.
Now, as Matt mentioned,
And Trump has no fucking game plan to get us out.
U.S. is sending thousands more troops to the region, and many here at home wondering just how long is this war going to last, and will it require eventually boots on the ground? NBC's Julie Sirkin is traveling with the president for us. Julie, good morning.
Yeah, all really important questions, Laura. Good morning. The president says the U.S. will be involved in Iran, quote, as long as it takes to disable the country's nuclear and ballistic weapons programs.
Which they've been saying they disabled for a while now. So there's like, they'll just keep saying this.
Overnight, the president claiming Iran is, quote, totally defeated and wants a deal. But not a deal that I would accept, he says. The war that began 2 weeks ago is having big economic ripple effects back here at home. Americans are paying more for gas and oil, and the markets have taken a hit as well. The S&P 500, guys, closed on Friday at a new low for the year. The White House, meanwhile, this morning promising to bring down those gas prices. It's a key issue, as you know, ahead of the midterm election. So as part of that, they're easing sanctions on Russian oil and our European allies.
Somehow also my tax dollars.
Because of that, are worried that cash could fuel the Kremlin's war in Ukraine. The president, guys, is also weighing whether to suspend the Jones Act. It's a century-old law that requires items moving through U.S. ports to be only U.S.-flagged ships. But critics of the law claim it could further hamper the flow of goods, particularly right now, driving gas prices even higher. Laura, Peter?
Julie Sirkin traveling with the president for us. Thank you, Julie.
And the markets have taken a hit
Where's
as
Trump's
well.
tweet?
S&P
They just
and
had it
bonds
up. Trump says Iran war will keep going. Where is that? He was just speaking. I feel it in my bones. There it is. He has his own idea how long the Iran war will last, but he's not going to tell anybody.
We are now 2 weeks into the war in the Middle East, and U.S. casualties are climbing. President.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I was looking for.
Hearing on Fox News Radio.
I had to take an excursion. We had the greatest economy in history. We still do.
We had the dude. He talks so poorly. He talks so poorly.
This will bounce right back when it's over, and I don't think it's going to be long. When it's over, this is going to bounce right back so fast.
When are you going to know when it's over?
When I feel it.
Okay.
I feel it in my bones.
The Defense Department today insisting that the key Strait of Hormuz, where 20% of the world's oil travels, will remain open, despite efforts by Iran to shut it down.
As the world is seeing, they are
It's effectively
exercising
shut down.
sheer
It's effectively shut down.
desperation in the Straits of Hormuz. Something we're dealing with. We have been dealing with it, and don't need to worry about it.
The Pentagon confirming today that all 6 American service members died when their KC-135 refueling aircraft went down in western Iraq. Central Command.
Coming hours and days.
The identity.
Yeah, infinite war. We love infinite war, people. Never-ending war, never-ending war, never-ending war. And boots on the ground, dude. Like, this is insane. We are prepping for a ground invasion of Iran. It's something I never thought would happen. I knew we would strike Iran eventually. I do not think we would ever do a ground invasion of Iran because Iran is a fucking fortress, dude. You got mountains, you got mountains, you got desert. Most people live in these mountain areas. It is a natural fortress that Afghanistan is nothing like. It is surrounded on all sides by mountains. In Tehran, their capital is in the mountains. Narrow passageways. Iran road system. Map. Yeah, this is good. Most of their roads are going through the mountains. Those are narrow passageways where... Is this a real image? That doesn't look like a real image. None of these look like real images. But maybe. I don't know. Real life lore is doing it. All the roads are going through these natural passageways, which you need to control. Okay, well, this is like obviously exaggerated, but natural passageways that you need to control, and people can just shoot down on you. Afghanistan is just a desert. Or not really just a desert, but Afghanistan does have a lot of mountains, but it was like a significantly less structured government. Iraq. Geography. Let's look at Iraq's geography. It is literally just a desert. It is just a desert. That's why it was so easy to invade, because you can come from anywhere. There's no, like, there are natural choke points, but there's not as many as there is in Iraq. Because look at Iraq right there. Yeah, dude. This is going to be significantly worse than the invasion of Iraq. Like, significantly worse than the invasion of Iraq. And this will last probably longer. I don't know what's gonna happen, and I don't know how the global economy is going to survive past this. Because, like, we have nothing we can do here except for just sit and watch. Democrats aren't doing anything. Republicans are basically endorsing this. And we're full fealty to Israel. Everyone in the US will die one day, and it's going to be Israel's fault.